and we'll have the recording. Hello everyone, welcome. We'll get started here in a minute or two, and we'll lock the chat. We'll post all the links in our main chat for everybody to follow along, and we'll have a nice conversation here. And towards the second half, if you have questions, if you want to ask something, if you're curious about something, just raise your hands, and we'll try to get as many as we can in. So strap in. Make sure you follow us. YouTube, Twitter, everything. Get all the latest news.
Okay, now I'm ready. You listening me loud and clear?
Okay, Flash, yeah, we can. Yeah, is Carl coming in as well, or is that you under another account?
Okay, perfect.
Are we waiting for anyone else, Flash, or is it just you speaking today?
No, it's only gonna be me on the Sports2K, so I'm ready when you want to start.
Okay, awesome. I'll just start the record and introduce him. We can go into the Sports2K75 project. Welcome to the Whalecoin Talk community. I'm Glenn, your host. Today we have joining us Sports2K75. Here speaking for the project is Flash. Sports 2K75 is a Web3 based SportFi metaverse combined with NFTs, DeFi, and gaming platform. We'll be going into that and more shortly. But first, can you introduce yourself with your background and experience, Flash?
Sure, Glenn. Okay, first of all, thank you for having us here. We're proud to have the opportunity to show to your community our project, and I'm sure after this AMA they are gonna be excited about what we have in our hands. So first of all, this is Flash, and well, I've been in crypto for almost 2 years now. I met Carl, the owner of S2K, during this period of time, and we were confident about our knowledge in crypto and our passion too. So we came up with this idea about a betting platform with crypto because we know that crypto and betting are not similar, but have some points that connect very good. So yeah, then we come up with the Sports S2K idea, and well, we managed to do pretty good things during this couple of months. We launched in May, and well, we're happy that we are taking the right steps, and we have achieved good things too.
Great, Flash. Maybe we can start with the Helios Casino. What sort of games will be available for people to play on the platform?
Yeah, this is very exciting because well, we're working on the Esports S2K, but we also have Soccer Galaxy, the NFTs. It's like a huge ecosystem because we managed to do also burning mechanism that works with every transaction in every coin. So we have NFTs that are bought in Soccer Galaxy, and that helps to burn Zog, but also S2K. So yeah, it's a cool ecosystem where if we have utility, the burn is it's huge with the time, and well, we're excited about that. The casino thing is super good. The games, the betting site, it's gonna be updated soon with more games. Well, we're gonna talk more about later on, but yeah, we're super excited what we have in our hands right now.
Great, Flash. With the Helios Casino, is there a house edge built in, and what are the profits going to be used for?
Well, I think you have to pay with Soccer Galaxy in order to enter the casino, and there you're gonna be able to play. I don't know, the typical casino games, and well, some amount or percentage of that it's gonna be used to the burning mechanism that we mentioned before, because well, we know that with that the value of the tokens are gonna be affected in a good way with the long time with the long term of the project.
Great, Flash. And I think you're going to have soccer as well. We've got the World Cup coming up in December, so there'll be soccer betting on the platforms as well.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, that's the point I want to talk about actually. Well, for the World Cup, I can say it's our main and biggest event of the year because not only for us, but in regular world, the World Cup it's the biggest sports event, and everyone is waiting for that. So, well, this is not the exception. We are just waiting to have all the games there, and we have some small surprises in the main channel for the World Cup that we've been like talking and working on that. So yeah, we're super excited. Also, I'm not gonna drop it right now. I'm gonna wait until the end of the voice chat to say the good news. But yeah, some of the holders that are here are gonna be happy that we have some development and good news to be dropped soon.
Okay, great, Flash. And you've got the Soccer Galaxy NFTs. How many are you going to mint? Are you going to go cross-chain? Is it going to be on the BSC? And what's the cost to mint and the utility attached to the NFTs?
Well, for now, we're gonna stay in BSC, but we have the intention to migrate at some point to more chains. Well, to open the NFTs with Soccer Galaxy, you will have to purchase it with Soccer Galaxy token, and you're gonna be able to open your box and see what player do you have. Um, and in order to increase the burning mechanism that we mentioned before, so a percentage of that transaction is gonna be burned. So yeah.
Okay, great. And how does it work for the token with the tokenomics and the buy and sell tax?
Well, for now, let me talk about first. With S2K, we had 5%, 6% tax, let's say that way, where we used to pay for development, marketing, and so on. But we said that at some point, S2K will be 0% tax, and well, now we have an Esports S2K 0% tax. And with Soccer Galaxy, what we're doing is that 2% goes to development, 2% goes to marketing, I think, and 1% is for, I don't know, I don't remember the exact, but we have a 5% tax right now. And we have the intention to replicate the same in as in Esports S2K, reduce it to zero at some point, and well, just leave it that way.
Awesome, Flash. And you've got the Lunar Market NFT marketplace with integrated swap and token staking. Can we go into the
Yes,
details around that?
yes, sir. Well, that part of the project, it's super. I don't know how to say it, but it's interesting because if you see it right now with the big picture, we just have an NFT marketplace, casino, betting site. Uh, Also, I don't know if I already mentioned, but in case I forgot it, we have a gamify coming out very very soon. So step by step, but we're forming a good ecosystem where everything integrates in the best way possible.
And with the token staking, is it going to be locked, unlocked? How will it work for investors?
Well, for the token, yeah, you can stake your tokens for a period of time and receive a percentage increase in the tokens staked. Also, it's very important for us to mention that it's super important for people to um, let's say use the platform to bet, to buy NFTs, because in order to have a good burning mechanism we need transactions, because every transaction sends a small amount to the burning wallet, let's say that way. And well, we're very interested in let the people know that if you do transactions in our website, in our casino and the betting platform, that help us all. Second of all, well, the betting site it's gonna be updated for the World Cup, and well, we're super excited because, as I mentioned before, it's the biggest sports event, and everyone is just waiting for the World Cup to arrive and do good betting.
Okay, going back to the NFTs, how many are you looking to mint? Is there going to be rarities attached to that? And will you be able to stake your NFTs in the future as well?
Yeah, well, for the rarity, yes, you're gonna be able to have extreme rares. For example, I don't know, Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, Kevin De Bruyne. These are the let's say top, but the other ones are gonna be regular players, and it's gonna be. I don't have the exact number of the NFTs to be minted, but I think that the team is working on the designs of on the NFTs, or I don't know if they are all already ready. We don't know. I'm gonna reveal it at the end, but yeah, the rarity it's gonna be based on the popularity of the player. You're gonna have all the insights of the player in the NFT. For example, I don't know, power, pass, all that stuff, but also you're gonna be able to stake it and use it in the Gamify app.
Great. And yeah, going back to the Helios Casino, so there's the soccer betting side. Are you going to be competitive with other sort of betting sites for the World Cup for people to place
Yeah,
bets in the token?
yeah, yeah. Well, for the betting site, uh, this past couple of months we've been adding NBA games, soccer games too. The Premier League, I've seen that some community members were betting in, I don't know, Chelsea against Manchester United or something like that. But with the World Cup, you're gonna have more or less 4 or 5 games every day in the first stages. Then it's gonna be reduced. But yeah, with 4 or 5 games a day, I think that the people are gonna be happy to have the opportunity to bet in a serial number of games. You know.
Great, Flash. And you've got the pre-sale sold out for 600 BNB. That's great. When's the launch? So is the next opportunity for investors to get involved there when it hits Pancake Swap?
Well, the you mean the pre-sale of Soccer Galaxy? They are already live.
The pre-sale sold out. I think I saw. Yeah,
Yeah,
600
yeah,
BNB raised. Yeah.
yeah. It was super fast. Actually, I wanted to buy the pre-sale, but it was impossible. Everyone was super hyped about that. You have S2K live and at 5 million market cap right now, with an all-time high of 30 million. And then you have Soccer Galaxy that have right now 6.5 million market cap with an all-time high of 8.5, I think. So both projects have a future, and I think that you have the opportunity to buy in a very good prices right now, because well, with S2K we had a small dip, but that doesn't mean that this is not gonna skyrocket soon.
Flash, and how do the two tokens work together? Are they built into an ecosystem so they support each other?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The idea is that both tokens help each other, because if you use the S2K for betting, you're helping SOG. And if you're using SOG for the NFTs, you're helping S2K. So I'm gonna forward an image to your community very soon, where we explain very good the ecosystem around S2K and SOG, because they are like brother and sister. Uh, Both are equal, and one helps the other one, basically.
Okay, great, Flash. Yeah, if you send that into our shared chat, because the main chat's locked at the moment, and I'll post that for you into the main
Yeah.
chat as we go along. I saw on the pre-sale Mexi and Bitmark listing. Has that happened, or are they coming in the future shortly?
No, yeah, the Bitmart and MXC are live right now in S2K, in the project that we had. Well, in the first project, let's say that way, we managed to have a all-time high during the period where these exchanges listed us. And with Soccer Galaxy, we're working on it right now to deliver more or less the same. I don't know, in Bitmar, MXC, where we're gonna be able to enter sex, because well, we know that the community love when a project comes into a new exchange. So yeah, but with S2K we managed to get to MXC. I think last week we have an AMA with the MXC group with almost 100K people. So yeah, we're working with exchanges hand to hand. We have our own marketing, but we get help with the marketing of the exchanges too.
Some Flash, yeah. Mexi is one of our partners as well, so it's great to go onto their decks, definitely. And the smart contracts, who's audited the smart contracts on the 2 tokens? Sorry, did you hear that, Flash? I was asking about the smart contracts, if you've had audits on both of the tokens. I think you was planning the Certic audit. Has that been completed? We might have lost Flash. Are you there, Flash?
So you hear me?
Oh,
You hear me? Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, my mistake. Yeah, we have Certic audit in the tokens, because we know that this is important part for the investors to know that they are backed up with such a good entity as Certic. We know that important projects such as Shiba Inu have Certic audit, so we wanted to give that too. We also have the ownership renounced in the Esports S2K project, because we know that that exact part, it's very important for investors to see the seriousness of the project, and that the team behind it's not gonna do something bad for them. So yeah, and with Soccer Galaxy, it's not that old yet, but we have the intention to do the same, reduce the tax to zero, ownership renounced at some point of the near future. Going back to the image that I said before, I'm gonna forward you the image in case you wanted to share with your community, because I
Yeah,
think that
Flash,
this one
send that
it's
over
yeah,
and I'll
perfect.
post
One
it.
second, one sec. Okay,
Either
Glenn.
into, either into our shared chat, if you're in this shared chat, or yeah, just send it to my DM and I'll post
Yeah,
that for you.
perfect, perfect. Okay, one sec. I'm gonna send you a message. Okay,
Oh, I've got
send
that,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
second. I'm just sending the image to you, Glenn. Send. Done. Well, I
Okay,
think that
great.
this image explains more or less what we have with S2K and with SOC. Obviously, with S2K in the top of the pyramid, and then it goes with the Soccer Galaxy, the Gamify, the the NFTs, and the burning mechanism, the Gamify, the marketplace. So there you have all the important information, I think, regarding both
I see.
projects.
I see. Yeah, posted that into the main chat, Flash. So, with the 2 tokens, is one of them a governance token where investors can get have a DAO with voting rights as well?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's very interesting that, as I mentioned before, I'm sorry if you're tired to listening, but what we had in mind is to build an ecosystem where everything connects and run as smooth as possible. We know that some development takes time, so sorry for the holders that are here and that have been waiting for some things, but all the patients is gonna be paid very soon. And well, yeah, I don't know. It's just that I feel excited because we know, and I know that we have a gem in our hands. If we manage to survive the worst days in crypto, the bear market, all the dips in Bitcoin, uh, I'm confident that we for the next bull run we're gonna manage. Well, we're gonna skyrocket and manage to get a huge market cap.
Great. Flash, and how many devs have you got working on the betting platform and the Soccer Galaxy NFTs and the artists? Yeah, and what's the sort of timeline for things progression in the future with the two tokens?
Yeah, well, let me say that for all the development, we've been waiting. Well, we've been working on that for months. Even before the launch of S2K, lots of developments were in the building, and with the time we were setting the or releasing the news. For now, we've been saying that NFTs and the marketplace are gonna be ready very soon. And well, for the holders that are here for our community, let me reveal this information that the mystery box and the NFTs are done. I'm gonna reveal the images of the after this AMA because we're very excited of what we built. Carl, especially, it's a fucking genius, and he managed to have this in time for the World Cup, and well, it's super insane that all the development is working on is working for the project. I mean, sorry. So yeah,
And what's the marketing plans going forward for the next quarter? I mean, like you say, you've got the World Cup coming up, so are you going to be marketing around that area as well?
yeah. Well, we're gonna have some AMAs such as this one because I know and we know that this is the best way to get to or connect with new investors. But also, since we are already in exchanges, they're gonna drop their own marketing for the World Cup and for the next couple of days, weeks. We're also gonna have some influencers, some calls, and I think that the best ones are the word of mouth marketing. That if you see a good project, you're gonna recommend it to your friends or to the people you know around crypto. So yeah, we're super excited about that, and yeah, we're gonna see a huge trading volume, I think, during the World Cup period of time.
Let's open up to the rest of the team if anyone's got a question for Flash from Sports2K75.
Yeah, Hegland, I was listening in, and I just wanted to ask you guys, like, do you have any sort of like competitions or like leaderboards type of competitions, for the people that are gonna be betting, say like whoever got the most, the best results, or things like this. Do you plan to have this sort of like competitions where you engage the community to sort of, brag around with their skills?
Yeah. Well, actually, let me tell you that this idea that you mentioned before, I'm gonna write it down because it's very interesting that you that you mention it. So yeah, we're gonna implement that after you said. Sounds interesting for the competition. I know that people when they are betting, they are competitive. So yeah, that would be very cool to implement it.
Yeah, I think it would be
Thank
nice.
you.
You know how people always, but it doesn't matter, like even like on something small, and they take a picture and they share it even on
Yeah.
Instagram and things like this. So if people, I guess people will already kind of be like doing this, but if you have like some competitions and things like this, it could be super fun. And also, one more thing, I'm curious. You mentioned, I believe, the Gamify app, and you were hinting something there. So my first thought was maybe fantasy football, somewhere along those lines. Is this like kind of the direction you were hinting, or can you
Yeah.
tell us anything?
Yeah, you're correct. This is going in the direction of a fantasy football where you're gonna be able to use your NFTs that are soccer players, and you're gonna be able to upgrade, downgrade your NFT, paying with the Soccer Galaxy token, and also the Gamify. It's gonna be live I don't have the exact date, but I know that the team is working on the development, so I expect it
Mhm.
very very soon. So yeah, the gamify, it's gonna be insane, I think.
All right. Yeah. So sounds exciting. All right. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, thanks to you.
Open up to community investor questions. Let's see, Syed, you had a question for Flash at Sports2K75. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Glenn. I have a few questions. So I have seen that on your Helios Casino platform, there are two games coming soon. One is Galaxy Wheel, another is Dice. So I was thinking that are these casino games developed by your own team, or these are white label games from any third provider for casino?
Yeah, well, they are coming for our from our team, and yeah, let me mention on that for the Helios Casino. We had in mind that bringing some pro players, I don't know, from poker, it's gonna be good for the community.
Okay, and how many games are you planning on adding there? Did you get my question?
Let's Flash again. Let's just
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can't
sorry,
hear
sorry,
you.
sorry. I think that the connection broke a bit. Sorry. Yeah, well, we're gonna implement the most popular games, for example, poker. Uh, that what's the name of the other one? Texas, blackjack, because we know that these are the most popular ones. But we're constantly hearing what the community wants in order to implement what they want to introduce.
Okay, understood. So I was wondering for sport events like football and, for example, Premier League and esports, will user also be able to bet live during the matches, or all bets have to be placed before the start of the match? Will you be allowing live betting, I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, for live betting, it's a bit more development because, well, going time to time, it's very, very difficult. But we're working, and we already thought about this one because we know that the people want to bet live. But going back to the Premier League and other games, yeah, you're gonna be able to bet on that ones. We're gonna introduce more sports too. For example, I've heard the community wants to join and to add cricket games because we're introducing to Indian markets, and we know that Indian people love to cricket. For example, in England, it's football. We're gonna introduce maybe tennis games because we already see that the tennis popularity is growing in the world. So we're just constantly checking on what we have and what the community wants in order to deliver that part.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so will you also be adding other football leagues like La Liga and Serie A?
Yeah, yeah, you're gonna see obviously La Liga, Premier League, Champions League also because right now we're focusing on the World Cup because it's the most closest event that we have and the biggest one in the world. But after the World Cup, we want to ensure that we're gonna have some cool sports events too. And then we have the Champions League, we have the Olympic Games maybe when they come. Every sports event, if it's big, it's gonna be in the betting platform.
Okay, got it. So on your white paper, I've read that in PvP mode, players bet against each other with flexible odds in, for example, Counter-Strike, League of Legends, and Dota 2. So I was thinking, will you be hosting these esports event, and on which platform these esports event will be streamed live?
Well, actually, thank you for mentioning. It's a very good idea, as you said. So we're gonna. I'm writing down some things right now because also Acti said a good idea. So thank you for this comment, mate.
Okay, okay. And beside these three games, will you also be adding other games like Fortnite and FIFA?
Well, now that you mention it, it's gonna be well. It's almost sure that FIFA is gonna be there because it's the most popular game in the world. But League of Legends, also we know that they have a pretty good fan base where we want to attract. So yeah, why not?
Okay, got it. And will you also be going to have any mechanism to detect if any player is cheating in the esports?
Yeah. Obviously, the developers are are very aware of that situation because cheating is not allowed in our ecosystem. So yeah, they have a mechanism about that.
Okay, understood. Okay, final question. So I was wondering, will there be any limit on maximum betting volume for user in 24 hours? I mean, limit on amount of native tokens or USD one can bet in 24 hours on your platform?
No, I don't think we have a limit for now. Maybe at some point we're gonna put some limit, but it's not gonna be small amount. So don't worry about that.
Okay, got it. Thank you so much for answering. Over to you,
No,
Glenn.
thanks to you, mate.
Thank you for the questions, Sayed. Let's move to H. You have a question for Flash here at Sports2K75. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Glenn. So I've read on your white paper that players need to purchase mystery boxes having 4 tiers with SOG token for player NFT that will have 5 tiers. I want to know how many players will one be getting from each mystery box and what will be the chances for getting a rare player NFTs in bronze, silver, gold, and black mystery box respectively.
Yeah, well, for the mystery boxes, you're gonna have to purchase one, and they're gonna have one player there. The rarity of the NFT, we can't say that you're gonna have Lionel Messi, but yeah, it's up to the luck of every buyer. But I'm sure that if you get another one that it's not Lionel Messi, you're gonna be happy with what you have because the NFTs are super cool. So at the end of this voice chat, I'm gonna drop the NFTs images in our main channel. So yeah, let's go.
Understood. Okay, will there be any restriction on different tiers of players NFT one can have on their team? For example, one can only have 2 tier 5 NFT players in their team to balance the strength of all the teams.
No, you're not gonna have a restriction on that part, but once it's gonna be live, all the rules are gonna be updated. I recommend you to follow the main channel because every change that we implement to the ecosystem, it's there. For example, today we just updated the roadmap, so yeah, changes are made in the time.
Okay, I will surely join the main channel. Okay, moving to my next question. It's mentioned on your white paper that with the player NFT, users can pay a small amount of S2K tokens as the weekly entry lease fee to enter the space field to earn SOG. And there are 8 stadiums on planet Earth and one each on other planets. I want to know, will different stadiums going to have difficulty levels where users will need rare and upgraded NFT to win to earn native tokens? And can player also lose or they will always win rewards?
Yeah, well, thank you that you mentioned it because I forgot it. But yeah, we have the planets, and each planet have their own difficulty. The amount that you pay in S2K, it's gonna be burned, so that helps the burning mechanism that we mentioned before. And you're gonna be able to play and do what you do in in every game. But yeah, every planet will have their own difficulty, and it depends on what you have in your mystery boxes to do in that planet.
Okay. It's also mentioned on your white paper that upgrades of player NFT needs to consume SOG token and then users can enter a higher level of the planet to earn more rewards. I was
Yeah.
wondering how many total levels of the NFT will be there and how much SOG tokens need to be consumed for each level upgrade.
Actually, I don't know the number of levels that we're gonna have because we're working on that right now. But in terms of S2K, it's gonna be a small amount. For example, I don't know, $10, $20. In terms of dollars, that gonna help to the burning mechanism that we mentioned before. In every transaction and with the usage, you're gonna be able to help the projects by burning it, basically.
Okay. Is there any other way of upgrading the NFT rather than spending SOG tokens?
I don't think so, to be honest. So yeah, the idea is to incentive people to use the native tokens of the project.
Got it. And
Yeah.
you have two tokens,
Yeah.
S2K and SOG. I want to
Yes.
know why did you decide to go with two tokens and how will it benefit Sports 2K75?
Actually, I think we pretty much mentioned that, but don't worry. Well, we came up first with the idea of S2K, but after that, with the Gamify and NFT, we thought that the best idea was to do the another one, SOG. So we came up with SOG, and then we managed to get the right, let's say, like a puzzle where everything connects, and you're gonna be able to help one with another one, help each other. I mean, in terms of the tokens, I think in the group it's now the image that pretty much explain what I said. So if you just check the welcome talk, you're gonna see the image that we forward there, and I think it's super easy to understand that part and all the ecosystem that we have in our hands right now.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for answering all my questions.
Thank you for the questions, Aisha. Let's move to Western Beast. You got a question for Flash at Sports 2K75. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Glenn. All right, so the first thing I noticed on your website is the widgets that's deactivated. I'd like you to talk more about this widget and why is it currently suspended for now?
Sorry, can you repeat it, please? I don't know if the microphone it's a bit. I don't know. Can you repeat, please?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, it seemed to
Yeah.
be cutting out there. Wait a minute, we'll go to Venice and I'll come back to Western. Let's see, Venice, you had a question for Sports 2K75 for Flash. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much, Glenn. I have a couple of the questions to ask from Flash. Okay, Flash, I was reading somewhere that users can build their own NFT with unique attributes and traits. It got me thinking that if everyone can create their own NFTs, then what is the benefits of buying the NFTs from marketplace or selling your NFTs on the marketplaces?
Well, interesting question, but as you mentioned, where's the point of buying one Mr. Box if you're gonna be able to build your own NFT? Well, in that part, as you may think, obviously, uh, in terms of building your NFT, you have some restrictions that not allowed you to go, for example, to build your own Lionel Messi with the power and all that stuff. But you're gonna be able to bring some good attributes to your own NFT, but not as good as a mystery box.
Okay, that's that's a great answer for my question. And
Yeah.
suppose if someone participates in betting with my invitation link, as you have referral bonuses. So I was thinking that if someone participates in betting with my invitation link and if he wins the bet, will I get some percentage from the betting reward as well, or I will just be getting some percentage from his first transaction?
No, for only for your part, you're not gonna be winning from the other side, because as we mentioned before, the small amount goes to the burning mechanism. That's the idea.
Okay, and will the referral link work for more than one person in chain? I mean, if
Yeah,
I refer to person A and yeah,
yeah. You
you are
can
saying
refer
something?
as many people as you want. Yeah, actually, it's better for you as a holder because you're your community is growing. So yeah, you refer as much people as you want.
Yeah, but thing I want to clear it up from you is that let's suppose if I refer to person A and then person A refers to another person, will I be
Yeah.
getting from these two, or I will just
No,
get from direct
only
referral?
for the one that you refer.
Okay, okay, understood. And
Yeah.
do you guys have any plans to do tournaments for your top players of casino games, and for which other players can enjoy the games in a live stream and also place bets as well?
Yeah, interesting. Actually, I'm writing some ideas as you said. That would be a good one for the best ones to have more incentives. So thanks for the idea. I just write it down. And thanks, Benis.
Yeah, thank you so much, Flash. Uh, okay, I was just going through your white paper and website, and there were a lot of great things. So I wrote my questions, and during the MA, you were discussing some really great features. So these things just came into my mind, and few more things I want to clear it up. Do you guys have any plan to market your project by going physically to Qatar World Cup and promote your project during World Cup, or distribute your merchandises like t-shirts or caps to the audiences or to the people so that your project can be promoted there as well?
Yeah, actually, I'm in talks with Carl. If he wants to pay me the flights to Qatar, I'm gonna be pleased to be there and promote the project with merchandising and stuff like that. So everyone here just DM Carl and said, "Pay Flash the flights to the World Cup. Pay Flash the flights to the World Cup." And yeah, why not?
Yeah, we'll just say to him that pay Flash to for flight to the World Cup. Okay,
Yeah,
I
please.
was yeah, I was reading that you guys have a lot of burning mechanisms, burning plans for S2K token. Like,
Yeah.
if someone loses in stake to earn 10% of their money will be burned, and if someone wins 5% of their profit is removed from the reward and it will be burned, and other plans like 2K lucky burning and NFT burning. So I was thinking that at one point you guys will have to stop burning all these things. Then what are your plans? What are your next plans to do with these percentages that you are going to burn now?
Yeah, well, interesting that you said. Well, with the time, we're gonna reduce the percentage, obviously, because we can't burn everything, every coin. So yeah, when we reach some levels, all the percentages are gonna be reduced, such as the taxes, as we had it in the past. So don't worry for that part. The team already had that in mind that at some point the percentages need to go down, but for now we're going to keep it that way because that part incentive the usage and the increasing of the value of the tokens.
Okay, thank you so much, Flash, for answering my
No,
questions.
thank you to
It's
you,
been really
Benis.
nice.
Very interesting questions, actually. So I just write it down your idea, and don't forget to message Carl and said that he needs to pay the flash tickets for the World Cup.
That's,
Yeah, I'll be DMing him.
Thank you,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you so much.
thank you so much, Venice, for the questions and the idea that Ash really likes. So that's great. That might be a feature in the future. Let's go back to Western Beast, see if his microphone's okay now. Western Beast, you had a question for Flash at
Yeah,
2K75.
hey guys, is the microphone better now?
Yeah.
Right. So the first question I actually had was on your website, and I saw the widget function there that well, it's currently deactivated, and it's requesting us to visit L-site apps. So I wanted asking what's the function of this widget, and can you tell us more about L-site apps?
That question, Flash.
Hello, sorry, can you repeat it, please? I don't know what happened. It just cut. I don't know if it's my Wi-Fi or. Sorry, Western.
All right, is it better now, Flash?
Yeah, it's better. It's better. It's better. I just moved
Okay, so
to
I
accelerate.
saw on your website
Yeah.
the widgets that's currently deactivated. Could you tell us more about these widgets? And it also recommended us to visit L-Site apps. Are you in any partnership with L-Site apps?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Now that you're talking with the widgets, we are confident. Let's say it. Pleased what we have. The team that developed the platforms are constantly watching for the user experience in order to get it better or get improvements if something works, if something doesn't work. So in that part, expect changes for the good, obviously. So yeah, and for the last part of of what you mentioned, I think that Carl is working on what is the best for the project. I don't have the exact answer, to be honest. So if you have something more to ask, I'll be happy to answer.
All right, Flash. I'm on your white paper now, and I wanted asking about besides sports betting, where I
Yeah.
saw the slots. Now, a statement on your white paper talked about the first releases will be the Galaxy Wheel and spend $1 to the wheel and win up to one Bitcoin. One
Oh
Bitcoin
yeah.
is resting currently at about 19 to 20,000 dollars, and I did the math. It's gonna need around 19 to 20,000 people to do this. Understand the fact that some people can actually bet more, but if I was using the worst case scenario, and we're going to need about 19 to 20,000 people. I wanted asking, do you have up to that amount of people that are currently actively participating in the Sports 2K75 project?
Well, that's the idea basically, to have a huge amount of people there. With the World Cup popularity and the hype of the World Cup, the betting, and when they see what we have, and yeah, well, the prices, it's from $1 up to one Bitcoin. Doesn't mean that the first spin is gonna be one Bitcoin reward, but with the time and with the usage, with the volume, it's gonna be possible to reward with such a good price. Yeah, we had that in the mind that it's a bit hard to give one BTC reward, especially if it's go up. So don't worry for that part. I think Carl it's a genius on that side. So yeah, expect good things from that.
I get it. I think
Yeah.
I get it. Okay, so you said it about the NFTs, and a lot of people have actually asked about it. So I wanted asking, you said NFTs to 512, and you said that people are going to have to spend S2K to open each box. So is there some kind of discount after someone possesses, say, maybe a large number of these NFTs, or is it still the same fixed amount for whatever amount that of NFTs that is being purchased, and whatever amount of NFTs that is being opened?
Well, in terms of discount, I can say that we're not gonna have discounts, but I the idea behind the that you have to pay with S2K to open Mr. Bucks, it's to do the burning mechanism that we mentioned before. At some point we're gonna have to reduce the percentages of the burnings. So for now, we're gonna keep it that way because we know and call, especially have the math behind that this is gonna help the projects for the short term, and for the long term we're gonna be able to have good value because of the burnings.
Flash, I think that was a really great answer. So, the shuffling of the NFTs in themselves, I'm seeing that they are the common, rare, epic, and the legendary. Is it allocated based on the amount that I invested to get these NFTs, or is it completely random?
Sorry, the last part I didn't hear you. I don't know if you're very close to the microphone or it's my, I don't know. Can you repeat it, please? Sorry.
Okay. I was asking,
Yeah.
the players, the NFTs will be divided into four classes according to the attribute of different strengths.
Yeah.
I'm talking about your NFT rarities now. Do I need to
Yeah.
spend more money to get the higher end NFTs, that's the epic and legendary, or is the NFT allocation completely randomized? So anyone that spends any amount can get any amount of the NFTs.
Yeah, well, that part, yeah. You're gonna have your NFT randomly, but you can use SOC to get better. Let's say, yeah, to get your NFT better. So yeah, the NFTs are allocated randomly, but you're gonna be able to uh, get your NFT better. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So here's a question that I usually ask very similar bets to earn or DeFi bets to earn projects.
Yeah.
The in-game mechanics of the betting system. I know of some betting systems that allow the players to change their bets during the match or when the match is being played. For example, if during the halftime a team
Yeah.
that I said was going to be winning more happens to now be losing, I can now
Yeah.
change my bet. Maybe
I don't think that type of changes are gonna be implemented, but what we can implement is that during the match, for example, I don't know, the first 15 minutes you're gonna be able to set a bet. In the 30th minute you're gonna be able to set another bet. In the halftime another bet, and every 15 minutes you can set a different bet from the first one, but not change it. But let me write it down. I just writing some ideas, and I'm gonna send it to the development team, and say what we and let's say what we say, what they say, and if they think it's good to implement, why not?
all right. So I think you need to get the idea correctly so you can write the correct thing down.
Yeah.
Let me give you an instance now.
Yeah.
Um, Country A and Country B is playing, and then I was expecting Country B to win by say 3 points to 0 for Country A.
Yeah.
Now Country A happens to now be winning 2 points to 0 for Country B.
Yeah.
Now I had the bet set initially at 3-0. So I wanted changing these bets. Maybe some kind of fees will be charged towards me that I have to pay to change these bets. You understand?
Yeah.
So that way there's more funds that's going into the project's wallet. So that I can change that bet at that point in time. Now, when the match is ending, it's going to be during a lock period. Maybe say 20 minutes to the match end or 30 minutes to the match end, and then I could, if it reaches that point in time, I can't change the bets any longer. So anytime I change the bets, I need to pay a certain fee, and before I can make those changes, I don't need to get it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I just write down what pretty much what you said right now. Very interesting, actually, to know this type of things, because I didn't hear about that. So thank you for the idea, mate. I think that today we have 3 or 4 pretty good ideas.
Thanks for reaching out to Welcome to Flash. You always
No,
get the
thanks
best
to
ideas here.
thanks to you, and
Okay,
sorry
so
for the inconvenience with when I say if you can repeat, sorry, mate.
all right, Flash. I think I've got the rest of my questions now. I'm still going to a white paper. So if I ask any other questions, it will be in your project. So thank you very much for the answers to my questions, and I wish the Sports 2K75 projects
Yeah.
a bullish day onward.
Actually, if you want to join our main channel, I'll be happy to have a talk with you if you want. So yeah, why not?
Sure, no problems. Maybe I could send you a DM or I don't know.
Sorry.
I think.
Yeah.
All right, Glenn. Over
Thank you
to
very
you,
much.
Glenn.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Weston. Let's move on to David, you had a question for Flash at Sports2K75. Go ahead.
Yeah. So well done, guys. How are you?
Hey, all good.
Yeah.
You?
So yeah, fine. So my question is about listing on other exchanges. So though I actually came in late, so I would like to ask if you guys, what are your plans for other exchanges to actually list your tokens on other exchanges? Do you guys have some exchanges platform in plan or in your plan for now? And apart from that, do you also plan to have your own exchange platform in the future? So that's my question.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna answer this one very fast because we mentioned it before and the time is already done. But yeah, with S2K, we managed to have Bitmart and MXC exchanges already are live. If you search S2K in MXC, you're gonna see it there, and you're gonna be able to trade it, deposit, and withdraw. Also in Bitmart. For the SOC token, we have the plans to do the same as in S2K. So we expect to have some exchanges in the near future, but I don't want to give an exact date because, well, we don't know. But in terms of having our own exchange, I don't think so in the near future. But who knows? Who knows? We are super crazy, and maybe one day we're gonna be able to. So don't discard that idea. But for the short term, the answer is no. But in terms of having more listings in the future, yeah, we're having talks with more exchanges, but nothing. It's done right now. It's I mean we don't reach the right negotiations, but we're in talks right now. But yeah, in the near future, we're gonna have more exchanges in the projects.
Okay, great. Thanks very much for the answer.
You're welcome, mate.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for the question. Let's see, critically acclaimed. You had a question for Flash at Sports2K75. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity.
Good
Yeah,
to
I
hear.
went through the white paper and I was curious about the bookmarks of the stuff. Hello, are you with me? Hello,
Hello.
hello.
I don't hear you very good. I don't know why you're very close to the microphone, maybe.
Am I very close to the microphone?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try and stay back a bit. Can you hear me now? Hello?
Hey, yeah. Hello. Yeah, you can ask your question.
Yeah, I went through the white paper, so I was curious as the bookmarks of the games that will be taken up on. Can we, is there like an opportunity for us to create our own bookmark, like the kind of game we want to play, and the system will kind of generate odds for us on it so we can stake games like um player to this player to not to score in a season, all those kind of seasonal season long um bookmark. Is it possible to we create our bookmark and take? That's the question I want to ask.
Bro, I don't want to to sound bad, but I don't know why this last uh why it's hearing super bad. But I'll be happy to answer your question if you can send them in the main channel of our project. Everything that you just said, because I don't know why I didn't hear you, but yeah, please just go through the main channel and the team or myself. I'm gonna answer the questions, please. So yeah, thank you for everything, mates. Glenn.
Great, Flash. I think we've got two spins for two lucky winners as well today. I know you've got to get off.
Yeah.
And please go into your Telegram. We've got the socials in the main chat if you want to ask your question in text, maybe, and it'll come across easier that way. So yeah, in fact, we've we've got two spins for 2 lucky winners today.
Yeah, I'm trying to share the screen here, Glenn, with the wheel. I don't know if it's coming through.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see it.
There, yeah.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, it's working now. Let me shuffle it, and we'll do 2 spins for 2 lucky winners, $50 each. And I'll grab your IDs and we'll DM you for your wallets.
Okay, well, while that's spinning, I just want to say, yeah, as we always say, welcome tools for research and educational purposes. It's not financial advice, but you can check out the website, the white paper, and the official socials. They're in our main chat. And yeah, any questions after the AMA, just head over to Telegram, and I'm sure the team can answer them for you.
All right, and I have the second winner here as well. There we go. All right, thank you everybody for tuning in. This has been great. Thank you to the Sports2K75 team for being here. Great job representing Flash, and thank you for everyone that participated. We'll DM you guys for your prizes as well, and we'll send a copy of the recording as well into the main chat for people that maybe have missed parts of it, or people that couldn't tune in. So thank you everybody for tuning in today. This has really been awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks to you, Akti, and well, thank you for the community for listening to us, and we'll be happy to answer all the doubts in our main channel. Thank you, guys. See you.
Thank you, Flash, and take care.